Hi, my name is Jackie Murray with Ask a Tech Teacher. I'm your guide through these 32 lessons in the Structured Learning Technology curriculum. This is third grade and we're in lesson 21. This is our first of, I don't know, 3 or 4, let's see, 2, 3 lessons on spreadsheets. Really important topic for students to understand spreadsheets, especially before they become intimidated by them. Spreadsheets are not intimidating. What they do is they take a bunch of gobbledygook data and turn it into information that students understand. So by introducing this in third grade, students will not have that fear of spreadsheets that they do if they don't learn it until middle school or high school. So that's what you're going to do these next 3 weeks. Let them see how much fun and how interesting these spreadsheets are. I rarely have a student who doesn't really enjoy this lesson because there's so much decorating, cleaning it up, formatting that goes with it that helps them make everything clearer to the way they communicate and they understand. Couple words, but not really a lot. They use the same spreadsheet for all of their spreadsheet work, be it in Excel or Google Spreadsheets or whatever program you use. They'll open up the same spreadsheet. I'm going to show you this one. So this is mine, and let's see if I can move this down. There you can see all the lines down there. See all of these. Everything goes on one spreadsheet. You just have a new tab and you add new data. So this is going to be the subject. Here's the data. We're about to do that today, and here's the chart they make to go with it. Now you're going to show them this, but they'll click a new tab. They'll double click this and add whatever title it is. Subject or chart is probably good. I'll put sample. They're going to right click there and they're going to change the color of the tab to whatever they want. So they get to decorate right there. It doesn't show until they get out of it. And then you can see I didn't pick a really good color there, but you can see that's what it is. This one's much better at orange. Okay, so let me move that back up. Okay, so I got a little ahead of myself, but I was on, so let me back up a little. And first, you're going to keep working on Speak Like a Geek. That's 3 to 5 minutes. Each person gets about a minute, 90 seconds to do their Speak Like a Geek presentation. They'll take questions. I limit it to 3, as we've talked about before. If this is your week for the evidence board, this is a good time to do that. And then you go to spreadsheets. Remind them how to use them. Have a student come up and show how to do the skills that they did in kindergarten through second grade. So these are examples of projects they did in those grades, just to remind them so that they go, yeah, I remember doing that. I remember how to do a fill. I remember how I put my name down there. So they're going to start remembering all those skills that they did. Review why spreadsheets are a good choice for certain projects. This, again, we do this every time they go to a new tool, a new productivity tool. You want them to understand which tool best fits their needs. So when they don't have you there and they're supposed to write a book report, they go, okay, should I do a presentation? Should I do word processing, desktop publishing? They have a sense of what each brings to the party and how to make that decision when you're not doing it for them. We're doing it for them here, but there'll come a time where you aren't. So have them go through that. If you have the student workbooks, there is a blank here, and have them work in teams and fill out the spreadsheet answers to these questions. There's a cheat sheet down here that they can use, but if they do use that, you're still going to ask them, well, what does that mean? Why did you suggest that? So they have to understand it, even if they're going to pull them right from here. What you want them to do is come up with their own. And if you're not using the workbooks, then give them this blank and don't give them the filled in one. Make them think about it. Okay, so we're through that. Very important about your tech learning is that they understand why they're using the tech tool, why tech makes it easier to do the job, to do their learning than without tech. So then we're going to go and we're going to do this as a class, really. You can show them an example, show them these two. They're going to make both of them. So which is clearer? Is this one or is this one? And discuss that. Why is this one clearer? Why does this give more data than this one? And discuss that. Why is this easy? This one is actually easier to get the depth of data. This one's easier to get the breadth. So which is more important? So have that discussion with them so they understand, okay, spreadsheets, sure. Okay, I'm figuring out when to use spreadsheets. Now I want to know when to use charts and when to use tables with these two. Okay, then we're going to do this as a group. They're going to do this table. So have them fill in the title, fill in their name, category headings, and then the topics down here on the side. And then you're going to collect data as a class. They're going to raise their hands and you're going to fill this data in on your class screen as they answer them. People vote once. They can't change their minds. They have to vote right away because otherwise it never gets moving forward. When everyone sees, I'm the only one with my hand up, I'm not going to vote for, be the only boy under computers. Nope, too late, you're voted. Okay. So then they have that, and then they're going to turn that into this. So if I go to my sample here, here's this, and it looks pretty much like what you had. In their student workbook, they get these also. So you can have them do 1 and 2 and 3. Do all 3 of those. And then we'll do 4 together. So I'm got this in the way again. So let's go down here and go over to subject. This is really the one you're doing. And they're going through this. You're filling this in. You could teach them to merge these, but third graders, I usually save that till 4th grade. You can, if they get done early, you can say, go ahead and make your font bigger, change colors, do those fun things. If they can figure it out, tools are exactly as they are in word processing. So as they're waiting for their classmates to finish up, they can make this bigger and change the font colors and change the font, all sorts of stuff. Then they're going to turn this data, once it's collected, into a table. So you highlight like that, and then F11, and it puts it over here. It calls it chart, but it puts it over here. So that will confuse them. But it's got the F11 right there for you. So when I click here, it's got my chart. And then you need to go into these wonderful tools up here. And they're going to do, let's see, layout, format, Acrobat, view, review. I'm going to go back to chart tools, and you're going to do under layout, you have these choices, the chart title. So when they click that, they're going to put their chart title on up here. They're going to do the axis titles over here and whatever they are. What is math, science, art, computers? Well, they're subjects, or maybe they aren't. Maybe they're favorite subjects. Down here, it's tens of students or number of students, whatever you put. Ask them to figure that out. The legend is over here. Data labels are here. And have them go through these and fill those, play with those, and then fill that in, and it's going to end up looking kind of like this when they're done. So they have this data over here. Now they could do more, but I don't do the plot or a chart background until the plot area and the chart area until 4th or 5th grade, because this is really enough for 3rd graders. If you have curious students, you can ask them to try to figure it out. It's right in these tools up here. And then they have this, and that's kind of what they do. Then they're done. Then they have this one. So you're going between this one, and that's what they're learning how to do, to create these graphs. Once they're done, you can ask them, okay, using one of these two, let's talk about these questions. Which is easier? Well, we're not going to say which is easier, but you're going to ask them this question and then say, where'd you get that data? Did you get it from this one or this one? Which was easier to get you the answers to those questions? And get them thinking about that. Then over here, ask them to change their data so it looks different. It was, where was that? I forget where that is. Oh, it's over here, change chart type. It's almost off the edge on your screen. But here's all their options. So have them play with this and change their chart type. See if one of these is clearer than the bar graph they picked. Just play with that. And then have them share it with their neighbor. Is it easier for you to understand when I pick this chart than when I have this one? And have them talk about that. That's charts and graphs. That's what we're doing here. So that's it. That is this lesson. We're going on to something else next lesson. So whatever you get done is what you'll get done in this one. We don't, unless you want to take an extra week, they don't have time to spend more time than that. It's okay though, because by 4th and 5th grade, they're doing the same sorts of things again and again, and they'll start getting really good at this stuff. All right. Exit ticket, have students do a 30-second audio on their thoughts about graphs and charts. They can do it in Vocaroo or McNote or Voki, whatever they are used to using for audio. And if they don't have a used to, Vocaroo is pretty good because that's real simple to start with. And then just make that quick discussion and save it, share it, and they're done. Then they can exit the class. All right, guys, that is it. All right. Have fun with this. This is a very cerebral, exciting lesson for students. You'll get a lot of good feedback on it. Okay. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.